Hola and welcome in. My name is Carrie Kenny. I'm super excited to share some space with y'all today. I am joining you from my very own basement. I feel very blessed, privileged, resourced to be held by the earth and the ground that is here for me. And it is my grandest intention just to share and extend that with you all, to be held, to generate some ease, some connection to your own body, your own breath, where you are in this moment and now, remembering just how valid, needed, worthy, loved, important, necessary that you are, and that it is more than okay. It is actually radical and expansive to the collective consciousness, the collective hopefulness and well-being of all as we take some time for ourselves today. So I welcome you in exactly as you are. I hope you can do the same for yourself. Most, if not all, of the practice today will be on the floor or the mat or the ground. However, please know you can always cultivate a space that's going to support you in your needs and your wants and your desires. I am just really blessed and honored to be with you in this portal of practice. So I truly believe that time is this thing, this illusion that we kind of have to operate in and as our body goes with it as well. But I also feel that we can find each other regardless of day, time, distance, border. So thank you so much for whatever called you into this video. And I'm just really excited to hold some space with you today. So we'll move our body a little bit with some intention, with some embodiment, with some awareness, all with love, all with joy, hopefully. We won't put an expectation. We'll just meet and greet ourselves. And then after about a 20-minute practice, we'll settle in just a little bit of stillness. You can call it meditation if you want, but just coming into whatever shifted for us. And then I also feel called today just to share a little bit of a shuffle with my Crow Tarot deck. I only work with love and I only work with light. And I only want to, again, share that with you. So take as much time as you need, generating a space that will support you today and what you need and what you want and what you desire. I'm going to scooch my little bum back. I'm going to start today on a blanket. I'm just feeling the need to have a little bit of softness underneath my sit bones, as well as just like a natural little bit of rise above the hips, above the knees, which just gives a little bit of opening. Also, y'all, crisscross feels good in my body, a cross-leg position. Not everybody's does. So if you need to extend your legs, if you need to bend your knees, if you need to find support again by a chair, a wall, standing, laying down, trust yourself and what it is you need. Okay? So thank you, thank you, thank you. Sometimes too, y'all, we get into a position and it isn't what we thought it would be. So you have full permission to move in, to move out, to stay, to do whatever your body, whatever your breath, whatever your spirit's needing in this moment and everyone that follows. Okay. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let's just take a very deep breath in when you feel ready, coming through the nose. And then make some sound with me. We'll sigh through the lips, and you might even like let the body go with it. And two more just for now. Allowing the body to fill, expand, rise. Allowing the body to release, sigh, hug it. Then when you're ready, and if it feels okay, let's let those arms of ours just kind of extend up. And then we're just like do a little shaking of the wrists, the elbows. We'll do that 2 more times, but of course you could take more. You could even take less. Whatever you need in this now, in every moment that follows. After that third shake, just going into a little crisscross of the elbows, being mindful of your space, right? We don't want to cause any hurt or harm. We're going to be intentional about that. However, our intentions don't always align with the impact. So just If we cause some hurt, some harm, and we do everything we can to repair. Okay, take good care of you. I'll be taking good care of me. And that's how we start to take good care of each other. Although it's already a process, it's already happening. One more time, we'll let each elbow come down. And then think about like giving yourself a little hug here. And even, woo, all the way on our shoulders. Not denying that, not denying that, but anything that could be shifted around, anything that could be settled down to the floor, even let go, as well as that incredibly radical compassion awareness of what is still there. And can we breathe into that just a few more breaths? Making space through the back of our neck, shoulders. And also just like nice embrace to ourselves. Like, come on, y'all. Divine beings having a human experience. Woo! May we soften into ourselves and extend the same empathy that I assume and also feel sure of. You ripple and generate that out so freely to all else. So just please give yourself one more big hug here, even a pat on the back. Yes, let some energy go, and then we're gonna open it up nice and big. Inhale. Exhale, waterfall down. Still finding that space between the fingers and shoulders. And even finding some space between the ground, the hips, the sit bones, and that very space right above your head. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Ease, ease, ease. Down. And next. And we can breathe in and out of the nose, the mouth, whatever feels good, but we'll breathe in here. Find some lift, some length, as well as the gravity, top of the legs, everything going down. One more breath in to cultivate a little bit of lift of that heart. And let's just take one hand across the body, opposite. Find a little twist here. Continue that awareness of letting every breath in bridge from that root all the way through the rise of the heart, the extension of the crown. And every exhale, y'all, an opportunity not just to release, but to also soften all the way back down to the floor. We'll go slow here. Inhale, coming back up. Feeling again the gravity of the top of the legs going down, that natural lift and rise through the top of the body. One more inhale and exhale, crisscross. Landing into that twist. Even paying attention to the habits here, the patterns here, the thoughts here that might push us or pull us against our sensation or our present needs. It's okay if we let go a little bit. It's okay if we move forward a little bit, right? Like tuning in what you need. One more breath out, y'all. And then again, we'll inhale slowly, coming back through center. Let's bend the elbows, draw them back. I kind of have to open my mouth there and just let it out. So you might do the same. Get people interested if there's some people around you, right? What's going on over there? Oh, just prioritizing my peace, right? One hand to heart, one hand to bellies. Again, we just come into 3 breaths. Softening into the brows, even the lips, the teeth. What do you need? Truly, what do you need? And when was the last time you even asked yourself that question? What do I need? Physically, mentally, energetically, spiritually. What do you need? I just thank you so much for being willing and even wanting maybe to like have that curiosity of what we need. So y'all, let's just take a moment wherever you've been in that cross leg seat of choice, whatever it is for you. I just want us to like find some balance there. For me, my pattern is always to bring that right ankle on top. It's just easy, it's natural samskara. So I'm just going to open it up. I'm going to give myself a little point, little flex, maybe some rolls of the ankles. And then I'm going to bring myself into a similar shape, but balanced out. Now my left ankle's on top. And this for me feels a little more unnatural, but body, everything, right, is all about finding some balance, some rhythm. So the more that I can spend a little space and time on this side, of course, there's going to be some benefit there. So maybe you're feeling the same. And then let's just get some tilts going in, okay? So inhale, lifting our heart. Maybe we feel those shoulder blades hugging back a little bit. And then exhale, rounding down, chin to chest. Let's do that again. Inhale, sit bones back, heart forward, arms where you need them. And then exhale, round. Snaps, cracks, pops, good stuff. Let's see if you can keep working with your breath into that motion and movement. And when you can close the eyes, you can also keep them open, soft, whatever you need. A few more, few more. With full permission, just like to play and explore as well. So I'm feeling the need to get some circles going. What do you need? And in the spirit and generating of balance, right? If we make some circles or if we explore in one direction, let's just make sure that we take the same time and care into that other side. Staying with the tilts of our spine, maybe working into some of those circles, or even like a little rock side to side. 3 more cycles of breath here. That is inhale plus exhale. Inhale plus exhale. Inhale plus exhale. Finding our way back to just a little bit of stillness. And again, let's take a big breath into our bodies. Fill this precious vessel up. Two. What do you need? And can we do our absolute best to dismantle, dissolve anything that blocks us from knowing our needs are valid and we are worthy of every need being abundantly met. We cannot forget ourselves, and that's our whole self in this work and in this practice of coming home to love, coming home to worth and need. recognizing that in you, recognizing that in me, recognizing that in the whole of who we are to each other. What do we need? And how can that need be met and even found in this very moment, right here, right now? Softening still. Breathing into still. Moving at the speed of your trust, y'all. I'm just going to start to gently return into some of those little snakes left to right. Still feeling that breath, expanding my body as it comes in and softening my body as it comes out. I'm going to bring my arms overhead and just kind of start to reach right to the left. And even a couple little twists. Sometimes I don't have words, I just have sounds, expressions. Thank you again for being here with me. Let's take those arms back a couple circles. You can feel those tilts naturally. As we come to the front, just reversing it back. Oh, yeah. Any other wiggles, giggles, shake, stillness. So I just take us in one last posture today, and it's going to be a fold. I'm going to keep my legs in this cross position again. I'm working on returning some balance into my left hip and left side. Naturally, I usually bring that right foot on top, right? So a lot of what I do is with that right leg on top. So this feels good for me to come down like this. If your body's feeling a little bit more symmetry, like equal and balance, you might open up the legs long like this, or even out in front, a little bend in the knee or a blanket, or even soles of the feet together. But again, I got work to do. We got work to do, but we've also done great work too. So as we come into the fold today, this will be one of our longer holds, about 60 seconds, 8, 9, 10 rhythmic breaths, just allowing your body to find what feels of ease and support. You can always have blocks, blankets, even your own fingertips and hands, just really light. So again and again, take as much time as you need to come into the shape that is going to support you. And as you find the fold, feel into any parts and pieces of your body that need reorganization. Maybe support. What does my body need? Those first few breaths, we find the pose. And then with these next few breaths, let's feel into the body. By feeling into our breath. Softening any spaces of tension. Just doing our absolute best. Be present, paying attention to our needs. Feel free to stay in this space, or with these few final breaths here, you could also explore. I like to move my hands right to left. The shape changes, the stretch changes. Thanking yourself, body, your mind, beautiful spirit. I'm going to roll up slowly. Again and again, may we normalize taking our time with the things that need it. And maybe placing a little bit more urgency and tenderness into the things that really do need our care. This is your experience always. And as we kind of shift from our embodiment practice into our card shuffle, I think it's really important that we just take another 2, 3, 4 breaths here and acknowledge, what was your experience like? What showed up? Be it pleasant and unpleasant, comfortable and uncomfortable, what showed up? What's speaking to you from the inside out? And if there's a curiosity I can extend to you to practice and pay attention to again and again, it's what do you need? And knowing you are worthy of those needs being abundantly met. And if we recognize that in ourselves, I feel like we will begin to really recognize and reflect that to each other. So thank you. Thank you. I'm going to just take a bow. This might be where our time together ends, or if you feel like staying with me, staying with us, the community at large, however the ethers are going to weave these messages in together, I always trust it. I always trust it. So again and again, I only work with love and I only work with light. I call into this space even prior to the recording starting, just anything and everything that is of support to our heart's highest and healthiest and happiest and most abundant and free. And that's what I trust and that's what I lean into. And I'm asking that these cards and this energy of love, light, liberation speak to you and me and us today, as far as what do we need? What do we need to know? What do we need to know? What do we need to know for the healthiest, the happiest, the most abundant and free of all? So I'm just gonna tap that onto my heart. And take a big breath. I kiss my cards. It's just what I do. And then I'm gonna get shuffling, y'all. So when I shuffle, I do ask that the card flies out so I know with absolute certainty. I just love me some absolute certainty, okay? So here we go. This is for you. This is for me. This is for us. And thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I get this card all the time. So it's kind of funny. What do we need? We need a wellness break. It's the Four of Swords. I'll come up closer in just a moment. I'm just going to see if we need another card. Although I think that this is the card, and then back card always speaks to me. So I'm just looking at these. I'm like, yeah. In the essence and the energy of what do we need today, consciousness be showing up for us, y'all. So I'm gonna scooch a little closer to you all. We got the Four of Swords, and then the back card is the Ten of Swords. Oh no, Ten of Wands, human error. So this is funny. I don't even have to get the booklet out because I get this card all the time, which is like, the crow appears to be dead, but they're not. They're just taking a wellness break. They're unplugging from all the things that they're plugged into and just allowing total restoration to take place. So this cracks me up. This cracks me up because throughout this whole practice, the biggest theme was, what do we need? What do I need? What do you need? What do we need? And we need a wellness break. We need our culture to support us unplugging and detaching and taking some time and space to just be. So yes, there we go. Four of Swords. What do we need? We all need a timeout. Nobody's in trouble. Well, some might be. No one's in trouble, but please, for the love of goodness, can we just take some time to rest, restore? Doesn't mean we're dead. Doesn't mean we're done. Just means we need we need to take a break. So that's so funny. I love it. I love it. And then on the back card, which I'll look at this one because I have gotten this one a couple times too, but 10 of Wands. And I feel like this is about all the things that we're carrying. And the crow is been carrying all these sticks, right, for a long time. And they're getting to the point where fatigue is happening. So a couple sticks got to like come off. And that feels like the embodiment piece of our shoulders when we talked about in the practice, right? Like what is present energetically, even physically, same on our shoulders and that weight. And not denying the fact that some things will continue to be there, this human experience. But some things have been there long enough and they're like, ain't giving us a rent fee or a check. So like, just like the ones need to let some stuff go. And sometimes that's through our own willingness, and sometimes that's not. And that can be really hard, which is why I think it's really nice for us to kind of be paired with letting ourselves rest, reset, restore, rewire, recircuit, reconnect to all the loss as well as all the gain. So I'm just thinking the consciousness. I feel good. I feel like I don't need to read directly from the book today, but just for credit where credit is due, the Crow Tarot, MJ Cullinan. Help me with that, someone. But I love their deck. I love this deck so much. I love the crows. I love the universe. I love you. And I can say with confidence, I even love me too. And that feels really good, y'all. So may we do what we need, which feels like rest, feels like taking a break and letting go of some of those sticks we've been carrying, right? I'm with you in the work. I'm with you in the hope. I'm with you in the joy. I'm gonna put these cards down. I'm gonna just take one more big breath with you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Kindly asking if you enjoyed this video, please leave me some comments below so I can continue to cultivate, craft, create some more spaces like this. And maybe you share, maybe you like, maybe you subscribe. Just know I'm really, really grateful. May we rest. May we tend to all that it is we need. Until next time, y'all.